press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Elements, 14th group. 14th group, it is called carbon family. These elements are called as chalcogens because it forms ore with other elements. It forms ore with other elements, so it is called as chalcogens. The elements of the 14th group is carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, and lead. In these, first two are called as non-metals. Germanium is a metalloid and tin and lead is called as metals. Tin and lead is called as metals. The carbon, it is 17th most abundant, and silicon is the second most abundant element. Silicon, the second most abundant elements. The carbon, main constituent of organic chemistry. Main constituent of organic chemistry, and silicon is the main constituent of inorganic chemistry. So then next it is general characters of group 14 elements. General characters of group 14 elements. General characters of group 14 elements. Then first general character, it is electronic configuration. First general character is electronic configuration. The elements one by one: carbon, silicon. Carbon symbol is C. Silicon, it is Si. Germanium, it is Ge. Tin, it is Sn, and lead, Pb. Carbon atomic number 6, silicon 14, germanium 32, tin it is a 50, and lead it is a last metal in the periodic table 82. The electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Then it is helium, neon, it is 3s2, 3p2. The next it is argon, 3d10, 4s2, 4p2. Krypton 36, 4d10, 5s2, 5p2. This is the electronic configuration. This is atomic number. And xenon, it is 4f14, 5d10, 6s2, 6p2. Next it is abundance. This carbon is available as a 17th most abundant. Most abundant. Silicon it is second most abundant. Other germanium available in trace, and other two available in small amounts. Other two is available in small amounts. In this, penultimate of carbon has, point you remember, penultimate of carbon, penultimate cell ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್க்கு ಒಂದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. penultimate cell of carbon has s2 electrons and silicon has 8 electrons. Because of this, dissimilarities arises. Because of this dissimilarity between carbon and silicon arises because carbon has only 2 electrons, but that silicon is having 8 electrons in the penultimate cell. The difference in the electron numbers gives dissimilarities. Next it is germanium. This is noted. Penultimate germanium, tin and lead. Germanium, tin and lead has 18 electrons in penultimate orbit. Penultimate cell, 18 electrons. In this, it is again two types. Germanium with a complete filling of electrons. Filling of orbit, but tin and lead has incomplete filling of penultimate orbit. So this responsible for tin and lead are different from germanium. Germanium, tin, lead. All the three having 18 electrons in the penultimate orbit. But in penultimate orbit, that 18 electrons are completely filled in germanium, but tin and lead is not. Incomplete filling of penultimate orbit. That's why tin and lead are different from germanium. So this is the first general characters of the group 14 elements. Next, second point, it is atomic size. Atomic radius and ionic radius. Atomic and ionic radius. So if move down from the carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. If we move down, atomic and ionic radius increases with increasing. If we move down, atomic and ionic radius increases with increase in atomic number. Increase in atomic number. Silicon and germanium is having the value I will write it. Then we will explain. Element, next atomic radius in picometer, next ionic radius in picometer, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Carbon 77, silicon 170, 122, 141 and 146. Ionic radius 15, 41, 53, 71 and 85. So in this silicon and germanium, the difference is only 5 picometer. Difference is only 5 picometer. That is due to less shielding effect. That is due to less shielding effect, and the difference, tin and lead is having the difference of again 5. A less shielding effect of the electrons. But whereas in the tin and the lead, here also less shielding effect. Less shielding effect of F electrons. So the difference between silicon and germanium is near to the same. The reason is less shielding effect of the d electrons. Tin and lead also is having nearly the same, only with the difference of 5 picometer. That is also due to less shielding effect of the F electrons. Tin and lead due to F electrons, silicon and germanium due to d electrons. Keep it in mind, the atomic radius values, if we move down the group, it increases with increase in atomic number. Increase in atomic number. And third characteristic is the ionization potential or ionization energy. The energy supplied to remove an electron from the outermost orbit in gaseous state is called ionization energy or ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. Always the second ionization potential is far higher than the first ionization energy. Now ionization energy decreases down the group. Ionization energy decreases down the group. Ionization energy decreases down the group from carbon to tin. Carbon to tin. Carbon has highest ionization energy because atom is small. Small atom attraction to the nucleus is attraction to the nucleus is more. This is the reason carbon has highest ionization energy. So now see the value element ionization energy in kilojoules per mole. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Carbon is having 1086, silicon 786, then 760, 707 and 715. But here there is a small increase for the lead. It is due to shielding effect. It is due to shielding effect. Carbon is higher than silicon due to smaller atomic size. Already we have written. Carbon to silicon, sharp decrease due to sharp increase in atomic size. Here, sharp increase in atomic size. Increase in atomic size. Silicon to tin slightly decreases. Slightly decreases due to inert shielding effect. Inert shielding effect. So that's the inert shielding effect of d orbital of d orbital. Inert shielding effect of d orbital. So silicon to tin, ionization energy slightly decreases. Slightly decreases due to inert shielding effect. Inert shielding effect of d orbital electrons. D orbital electrons. Lead has higher ionization energy. Lead has higher energy due to 5f electrons. 5f electrons shielding effect. Shielding effect. 5f electron shielding effect. Next it is non-metallic properties. Next, non-metallic properties. In non-metallic properties, already I written and informed carbon and silicon, it is non-metal. Carbon and silicon is a non-metal. Germanium, semi-metal or metalloid. Semi-metal or metalloid. Tin and lead. Tin and lead are the distinct metallic nature. Distinct metallic nature. So, non-metallic character. Non-metallic character decreases down the group. Non-metallic character decreases down the group. Say carbon greater non-metal, silicon, then germanium, then tin, and lead. So these are metal. This is metalloy, and this is the non-metal. This is non-metallic properties. This is the non-metallic properties. Next it is oxidation state. Next it is oxidation states. Group of 14 elements has the oxidation state of +2 and +4. If n p2 electron for bond formation, it is ionic nature. If ns to np2 electrons for bond formation, it is covalent in nature. Covalent in nature. Examples: lead. Lead electronic configuration xenon 4F14 5D10 6S2 6P2. Suppose Pb 2 plus, then the electronic configuration is 4F14 5D10 6S2 6P0. This is ionic character. If only p orbital electron used for the bond formation, the compound is ionic in nature. Now the next, lead 4 plus, xenon 4F14 5D10 6S0 6P0, it is covalent compounds. This gives covalent compounds. This gives the covalent compounds. Some examples of the ionic compound and covalent bond compounds. If 6s2 electron not for bond formation, not for bond, then it is called as inert pair effect. Then it is called as inert pair effect. The s electron not available for the bond formation. The s electron not available for the bond formation. Some examples we will see for the ionic compound and the covalent compounds. Examples for the ionic compound and the covalent compound. Examples for ionic bond, it is Sn Cl2, lead nitrate. Lead nitrate, then covalent compound, examples tetraethyl lead, tin tetrachloride. This tetraethyl lead used as anti-knock agent, the first four oxidation state important for carbon and silicon. Important for carbon and silicon. Plus two oxidation state important for germanium, tin and lead. Germanium, tin and lead. The next it is melting point and atomic size. That will be repeating once again. Next it is melting point and atomic size. Melting point and atomic size. Higher is the melting point, if atomic size is more. If atomic size is more, melting point is higher. Examples: carbon and silicon. Carbon and silicon has high melting point and high boiling point. High melting point and boiling point because of giant molecules. Or it is macromolecules. Giant molecule or macromolecules. Next it is physical properties of the group 14 elements. Next it is physical properties of group 14 elements. First one, 14th group elements are 14th group elements solids. 14th group elements are solids And carbon and silicon, already we have seen, carbon and silicon non-metal. Next, germanium metalloid. Next, tin and lead, it is metal. So 14th group, melting point and boiling point higher than 13th group elements. Higher than 13th group. Next, the chemical properties. So these about physical properties. Next it is chemical properties. Chemical properties. Chemical properties. In chemical properties, first chemical properties is the reaction with oxygen. Reaction with oxygen. Group 14 elements forms two types of the oxides. Group 14 elements forms two types of oxides. Group 14 element forms two types of oxides. It is monoxide and dioxide. Group 14 element forms monoxide and dioxide. Monoxide with MO formula, dioxide with MO2 formula. Metallic oxides with a higher oxidation state. Metallic oxide with a higher oxidation state. Metallic oxide with higher oxidation state are generally more acidic. Generally more acidic. Oxide, about 5 types we will be studying in second PhD also. Acidic oxide, basic oxide, amphoteric oxide, neutral oxide and mixed oxide. 5 types of the oxides are there. The metallic oxide with higher oxidation state is generally acidic in nature. Then lower oxidation state. Then lower oxidation state. Among the monoxide, among the monoxide, among the monoxide and its nature. carbon monoxide neutral, germanium oxide acidic, tin oxide amphoteric, and lead oxide amphoteric. Lead oxide is a amphoteric. Next, among dioxide, MO2 and its nature. MO2 and its nature. Carbon dioxide, weak acid. Germanium dioxide, very weak acid. Tin oxide and lead oxide, both are amphoteric. So oxides, when the group 14 elements reacts with oxygen, gives the two types of the oxide. One is monoxide, another dioxide. If metallic oxide with a higher oxidation state, generally acidic compound. So among the metallic oxide, monoxide, carbon monoxide neutral, germanium oxide acidic, tin monoxide and lead monoxide is amphoteric. So among the dioxide, carbon dioxide weak acid, germanium oxide very weak acid, tin dioxide and lead dioxide is amphoteric in nature. Next, reaction with water. Second, reaction with second it is reaction with water. Carbon, silicon, germanium do not react with water. Carbon, silicon, germanium do not react with water. But tin decomposes steam to form dioxide. Skin decomposes to form dioxide. Dioxide and hydrogen gas gets liberated. Example, tin reacts with water in the form of steam. It forms tin dioxide with liberation of hydrogen gas. Liberation of the hydrogen gas. Lead expected to react with water. Lead expected to react with water, but it does not. But it does not react. The reason is formation of protective oxide layer due to formation of protective oxide layer, due to formation of protective oxide layer. Next, reactivity towards halogens. Third, chemical properties, reaction with halogens. Third, chemical properties, reaction with halogens. It forms halides of MX2 and MX4. The X may be chlorine, bromine, iodine and fluorine. Except carbon, all other elements reacts directly with the halogens. Reacts directly with halogens. Only carbon is not reacting directly with the halogens. Most MX4 is covalent in nature. MX4 means S electron and P electrons both involved in the formation of bond. Metal undergoes sp3 hybridization. Metal undergoes sp3 hybridization with a tetrahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape. Exception. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಟೆಟ್ರಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ tin tetrafluoride and lead tetrafluoride, which is not in covalent nature, it is ionic nature. It is not covalent in nature, it is ionic nature. Now, next, lead tetraiodide does not exist. This I noted. In continuation, we will go. The points you have to remember for the part of the competitive examinations. Next point, lead tetraiodide does not exist. Because 6s electron not for bond formation, not released to form 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. Next point, heavier elements. ಯಾವ್ದು heavier elements? Germanium and lead. Heavier elements, germanium and lead, form halides of MX2, metallic dihalide. MX2 stability increases down the group. Increases down the group. Increases down the group. Next, considering thermal and chemical stability by considering thermal and chemical stability, germanium tetrahalide is more stable than germanium dihalide. Germanium tetrahalide is more stable than germanium dihalide. Similarly, lead tetrahalide is more stable than lead tetrahalide. Reverse. Now the next is next carbon tetrachloride excluded. Other tetrachlorides are easily hydrolyzed by water except carbon tetrachloride. Other tetrachlorides easily hydrolyze by water except carbon tetrachloride. Other tetrachlorides are easily hydrolyzed by water and accommodate the lone pair of electrons of oxygen. At the lone pair of electron of oxygen. Lone pair of electron of oxygen in d orbital. In d orbital. The example is silicon tetrachloride. Silicon connected with reacts with oxygen with the 2 lone pair of electron. This pair of electron enters the d orbital. The chlorine gets eliminated. HCl eliminated with the silicon, chlorine and chlorine with OH group. If these are further treated with the water, 3 HCl gets eliminated, silicon connected with 4 hydroxyl group, and this compound is called as silicic acid. The compound is called as silicic acid. Next, it is important trends and anomalous behavior of carbon. Important trends and anomalous behavior of carbon. Important trends and anomalous behavior of carbon. Why carbon gives anomalous, unusual behavior? First point, it is small size. Second, it is high electronegativity. High electronegativity. Third, it's the property of catenation. Property of catenation. And remember, greater strength of carbon, greater strength of carbon, greater is the extent of catenation. Greater is the extent of catenation. Greater is the extent of catenation. And fourth point, it is absence of d orbitals. These are the 4 points responsible for unusual properties of carbon. First one, size is small. Second, high electronegativity. Third, catenation property. And fourth, absence of the d orbital. Fourth is the absence of the d orbitals. And fifth, it is one more point. It forms p pi multiple bonds. P pi multiple bonds with itself, with other elements like bonds with elements like nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur. Because the carbon energy almost similar with carbon with the other elements energy bond formation. Due to similarity in the energy level, the carbon has greater catenation power, self-connecting property to form a chain ring branches for carbon. That is a property of catenation. Property of catenation, self-linking property of carbon in rings, chains and branches So that is a catenation power. When we move down the group, catenation power decreases. Catenation power decreases. So next, catenation. Next it is the catenation is ability of forming compounds. Ability of forming compounds in which carbon atom connected to one another in chains or rings is called catenation. Is called catenations. The order of catenation carbon greater than the silicon. Next it is the germanium equally with the silicon and lead For this, some examples why the catenation power is more for carbon, because the bond energy approximately same. Carbon single bond energy approximately same bond energy of carbon, approximately same bond energy of carbon, same bond energy of carbon with other elements, with other elements. This is the reason why carbon has the catenation power. For example, carbon single bond energy is 348 kilojoules per mole. Then carbon oxygen 351 kilojoules. Carbon hydrogen 339 kilojoules. Next, carbon chlorine 360 kilojoules per mole. But silicon it is 180 less. And the silicon and oxide it is 372, it is more. Why silicon is not giving the catenation? Why carbon gives the catenation? The reason is the carbon single bond energy approximately same bond energy of carbon with other elements. Approximately same bond energy of carbon with other elements. So now bond energy decreases down the group. bond energy decreases down the group. Bond energy decreases down the group. Carbon 348 kilojoules per mole. Silicon and silicon 180 kilojoules per mole. Germanium and germanium 167 kilojoules per mole. Tin and tin 155 kilojoules per mole. Silicon forms maximum 6. Decreases down the group. Silicon and germanium forms a maximum of 6 atoms. The same. So now this is the reason why carbon is having the greater catenation power. Next it is allotropy. Allotropy. Allotropy is a property of an element. Exists in different form having similar chemical properties with different physical properties. Allotropy is a property of elements which exist in the different forms having similar chemical properties. But different physical properties. Different physical properties. Allotropy is a property of elements which exist in the different forms having similar chemical properties but different physical properties is called allotropy. Except lead, all other elements shows allotropy. All other elements shows allotropy. All the elements shows the lead ಜಾಸ್ತಿ allotropic form ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Remaining carbon, silicon, germanium, tin. All the four are available in allotropic forms. It is having more in number of the different form with similar chemical properties, different physical properties. So now, examples. Carbon is available in two forms. One is crystalline, second it is amorphous. Crystalline is the graphite, diamond, and fullerene. Amorphous, coal, charcoal, coke, and black carbon. Black carbon or carbon black. We'll call it as a carbon black. These are all amorphous in nature. Next it is silicon. Silicon available in two forms. One it is crystalline silicon and amorphous silicon. Amorphous silicon. Now germanium. Germanium available in two allotropic forms. Germanium available in two allotropic forms. Tin available in three forms. White tin with a temperature of 161 degree centigrade. Grey tin, the temperature of 18 degree, and rhombic tin. So now carbon, silicon, germanium, and tin. Carbon available in crystalline and amorphous form. Silicon available in crystalline and amorphous form. Germanium in two allotropic forms. Tin available in three allotropic forms. White tin, grey tin, and rhombic tin. So these are the different forms of the allotropy. So then with this we have seen two crystalline form of the carbon. One is graphite and diamond. Next we have to go for the structure of graphite and diamond, properties of graphite and diamond. Graphite used to prepare another crystalline compound, fullerene. Fullerene again two types, fullerene 60 and fullerene 70. In next coming part is structure of diamond and graphite, properties of diamond and graphite. Graphite used for the preparation of fullerene. Fullerene two types, fullerene 60 and fullerene 70. Then the difference between fullerene 60 and fullerene 70 in next we will see. Till now what we have covered, you be thorough with the part what we covered. It is very important. Your exam is approaching very shortly. Be prepared. Don't waste the time. Whatever the time past is past. In present and future, use it perfectly to get good marks with the support of Siddhaganga. All the best. Good luck. We'll see you in next part.